Ultra Unlock Part 2 Strength of Steel is starting around the world in Pokemon Go. And this looks like a pretty good event, so let's get right into it. So this event is going to be going down July 25th, 10 a.m. to July 30th, 8 p.m. your local time. Bonus user event, you'll get more XL candy if you're above level 31 when catching Pokemon. And you will get even more XL candy and more regular candy for catching Pokemon on nice throws or better. So yes, you're going to be rewarded for hitting nice throws or better. So definitely focus on being accurate during this event. There'll also be the bonus of 3 times catch Stardust during the event, which is amazing. For sponsor event, we're going to see Alolan Sandshrew, Magnemite, Pineco, Nosepass, Aeron, Beldum, Bronzor, Ferroseed, Galarian Stunfisk, Togedemaru, which is the new shiny during the event, and rare spawns for Onix, Scyther, Skarmory, and Klink. As far as 1-star raids go, we're going to see Skarmory, Klink, Ponyard, and Togedemaru. For 3-star raids, we'll see Steelix, Scizor, Mawile, and Aggron. For 5-star raids, we'll see Tornadus in the Incarnate form, and for Mega raids, we'll see Mega Aggron. Now, of course, we have some exclusive research going down during the event. Starting with the field research task, we have the task Catch 10 Steel-type Pokemon for a Togedemaru, Power Up Steel-type Pokemon 5 times for a Togedemaru, catch 15 Steel-type Pokemon for a Klink, a task to get you Beldum, which I'll add in the pinned comments, and evolve 3 Steel-type Pokemon for 25 Mega Steelix, Scizor, or Aggron Energy. There'll also be a free timed research you can go ahead and get during the event. The task will be on screen for it. Pretty easy stuff. You do have to win 5 raids, but that does get you some nice encounters with different Pokemon and a Ponyard and Magnetic Lure. And finally, 3 collection challenges on screen you can go ahead and check out where you need to catch and evolve the different Steel-type Pokemon featured during the event to get you some nice Mega Energy for all 3 of these Steel Megas. But that's not all, because there's an event in this event, the Mega Lucario Raid Day, which is the 3rd part of the Ultra Unlock. This is going to be going down about halfway through the event, July 27th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. During the event, of course, Mega Lucario will be making its debut in Mega Raids, in which every single raid will be a Mega Lucario raid. You can go ahead and defeat this to get some Mega Energy for Mega Lucario, as well as an encounter with Lucario, which can be shiny with a rate of 1 in 10. Bonus during the event, you'll also get 5 free raid passes from spinning gyms. You'll get 1.5 times more XP from defeating raids. You'll have a higher chance of getting rare XL candy from in-person raid battles, and the remote raid limit will be increased to 20 from July 26th, 5 p.m. to July 27th, 8 p.m. So a lot more remote raids to be done. You'll also be able to get an exclusive fast attack on Lucario, Force Palm, a new legacy charge move for Lucario. And of course, as always, there will be a $5 ticket during the event you can go ahead and buy for $5 USD, getting you the extra bonuses of 8 extra raid passes for a total of 13 during the day, higher chance of getting rare XL candy from any raid battle, so not just in person, a guaranteed rare XL candy when catching Lucario, 3 times XP for raid battles, and 2 times Stardust from raid battles. Not a bad ticket, to be honest. With the event details away though, let's get right into the tips, starting with, as always, what would be the best spawns to catch during this event? Well, first of all, Alolan Sandshrew, which evolves into Alolan Sandslash, a good Pokemon for the Great League and the Ultra League. Magnemite, which evolves into Magnezone. Magnezone is good in the Great League, Ultra League, and the Master League Premier Cup, as well as good as an electric type raid attacker. Not a bad one to go after at all. Aeron's in there, which evolves into Aggron. Of course, Aggron does have a Mega form in the game. If you need a good IV, you can hunt those Aerons in the wild. Beldum's in there, which evolves into Metagross. Metagross has seen play in the Master League time and time again, is a good steel type raid attacker in itself, as well as the Shadow form, and of course does have the Mega Metagross, which unfortunately is not coming out during this event. Would have been a great feature, but we'll have to wait for a future event to get that Mega. Bronzor's in there, which of course Bronzor is a good Little Cup Pokemon, and you can evolve into Bronzong, which is pretty good in this Psychic Cup. Ferroseed is in there, which evolves into Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn has seen play in the Remix Cup and is making a little more of an appearance in the Open Great League. Not a bad Pokemon to get at all. Togedemaru is in there, which Togedemaru has seen play in some limited cups like the Electric type Cup. Onix is in there, which evolves into Steelix. Steelix, of course, does have a Mega form in the game right now, and Steelix in itself is good in the Great League and in the Ultra League. Scyther's in there, which evolves into Scizor. Scizor is a decent bug type raid attacker, and of course does have a Mega form in the game. Skarmory is also spawning in the wild, which is a Pokemon very good in the Great League right now. Overall, some great wild spawn during this event. But that moves us on to the raids. What are the best raids to go after? Well, in the 1-star raids, of course, we have Skarmory, which we already mentioned being good in the Great League. We have Ponyard in there, which Ponyard does seem play in some cups like the Willpower Cup. And we have Togedemaru, which we already mentioned, pretty good in the Electric type Cup. In the 3-star raids, we have Steelix, which we already mentioned. Same with Scizor, which we already mentioned, and Aggron, which we already mentioned. But Mawile is also in there, in which Mawile does have a Mega form in the game if you want to get a good IV for that Pokemon. In the 5-star raids, Tornadus, which you can definitely go ahead and avoid. This Pokemon is not good. And in the Mega raids, the Mega Aggron, we already talked about getting a good IV one of those through the raids or the wild. But unfortunately, Mega Aggron in itself, not a very good raid attacker at all. So this is just more a Mega for the decks. But what we can talk about is going to be the raid day and the new Mega Lucario during this event. Let's talk about some tips for that. Well, first thing, Mega Lucario is going to be, with Counter and Aura Sphere, the #1 overall fighting type raid attacker in the game, and with Bullet Punch and Flash Cannon, #3 steel type raid attacker in the game. So by all means, a great Mega, and we've especially been waiting for a good fighting type raid attacking Mega. So definitely do Mega raids. My #1 tips for this raid day is #1, Mega Evolve a Mega Blaziken. This is going to be a good raid counter and will also get you more candies when catching those Lucarios from raids. So that's probably the best Mega to go with. Also, go ahead and use a lucky egg during this event. Whether you buy the ticket or not, you're going to be getting 1.5 times more XP from raid battles, or 3 times more XP if you have that ticket. So you get a lot of XP during this event, especially if you do a bunch of raids, and you're going to have those free raid passes to do those raids as well. Finally, make sure you use all those free raid passes, and specifically try to do those in-person raids so you can get those rare XL candies, which are very, very rare items to use. I'm going to be doing a bunch of these because I'm almost done maxing out my complete form of Zygarde, and this will definitely be the event that gets me over those 296 XLs. Also, stay tuned for my counter guide, which will be dropping on the 26th on how to take down Mega Lucario. And spoiler alert, you can solo this thing if you have the top counters, and it's very, very easy with 2 people. So if you're in a rural area, you don't have a lot of trainers, it'll still be a raid day you can play. Now, Mega Lucario is amazing, but I think arguably the best part of this event is actually the bonus of 3 times catch Stardust. This event is going to be amazing to grind Stardust. Reason being, when you get 100 Stardust, that's 300 during this event. If you use a star piece, that's going to be 450 Stardust for every Pokemon you catch during this event. 100 Pokemon, that's 45,000 Stardust during this event. That's pretty good amounts of Stardust for catching 100 Pokemon. So go out during the event, throw on the star pieces if you have the time, and grind, catch as many Pokemon as you can. You can have the auto catcher going while you manually catch to catch more efficiently. I'm going to link below a video on how I caught 1,000 Pokemon in an hour. Watch that video. There's a bunch of techniques mentioned in there on how to catch Pokemon quicker that you can use during this event. Also, go ahead and catch your stack task. If you've been stacking in a Pokemon, specifically even from the Better Together event, which is the event we had last week where we had, combi and field research tasks, those Pokemon get you even more Stardust. Catch those during this event because multiplying a combi, which is normally 750 Stardust times 3, that's just huge Stardust gains. But a lot of these Pokemon are also meta relevant in the wild, so I quickly want to run through my top candy tips because there's a lot of great spawns and you really want to be grinding candy during this event for some of these Pokemon like Beldum. So let's go through it. First of all, hitting good throws during this event will get you a bunch more candy, so make sure you focus on hitting nice, great, or even excellent throws. The better the throw, the more candy. You can only hit greats consistently, go with those, but make sure you focus on hitting those throws, especially on things like Beldum, because that'll get you even more Beldum candy. It's great we're getting skill expression in the game. Pineapple berries can also be very useful. Regular pineapple berries will multiply a catch candy by 2 and silvers by 2.34. Go ahead and use pineapple berries on any of those rare spawns or things you want candies for, Scythers, Beldums, Pharaoh Seeds, etc., etc. Also, if you're doing a big grind, especially with those star pieces, trying to get a bunch of Stardust, use Palkia's Spatial Rend ability. Palkia Spatial Rend will double the distance in which you can see spawns. It costs Palkia candy and Stardust, but it's definitely going to be useful, especially if you're doing a big grind trying to get a lot of candy, because the more spawns you see, the more you can catch, the more candy you can get. You can also go ahead and Mega Evolve a Pokemon. If you don't know when you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with that Mega, you'll get more candy, XP, and XL candy. This event, very self-explanatory. It is a steel-focused event, so Mega Evolving a steel type is going to be in your best interest, and that will include Mega Evolving either a Mega Steelix, a Mega Aggron, or theoretically a Mega Lucario if that's the only Mega you get, but of course, your Mega Lucario won't be very high Mega level yet since we just got it. You can also go ahead and trade Pokemon. If you don't know when you trade away Pokemon, you'll get a regular candy, but if the distance between where those 2 Pokemon were caught is over 100 kilometers, you're going to be guaranteed a XL candy and you're going to get 2 regular candies. So if you have a friend who recently went on a trip, or if you go on a trip and you catch some Pokemon on this event, go ahead and trade those with your friend to try to get a bunch of XL candies. For example, I catch 100 Beldums, my friend comes back from, I don't know, Toronto, he trades me whatever, I give him 100 Beldums, that's 100 Beldum XL candies for me. Finally, go ahead and transfer Pokemon. Sometime in August, we're gonna have a 2 times transfer candy event, so if you can save some of these rare Pokemon, like, Beldum or, Onyx, if you want XL candies for those, and then wait till then to transfer them then, that can get you some more candies. I will, of course, update you here on the channel in the community tab when we know when that next 2 times transfer candy event is. Finally, let's talk about Platinum Medal tips. You need 35 Platinum Medals, go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go. Which one should we be working on during this event? Well, it's very simple. Of course, you Rail Staff Medal, catch 2,500 steel types. They're going to be everywhere during this event, so make sure you go ahead and catch those. And the only other one to work on is going to be the Rising Star Medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. Take a look at the raid roster if there's anything in here you haven't ever raided. I don't think I've ever done a Ponyard raid. I'm going to do 1 Ponyard raid to get a point towards this medal, just to get that medal up. Guys, good luck during this event. If you enjoy this video, you will also enjoy the one below. This looks like a pretty decent event, and I'm definitely excited for that Mega Lucario raid day, which we will be streaming, so don't miss that. Love you all, appreciate your support as always, and follow for more tips. Peace.